Right, very good morning from St. Patrick's CBC, and this morning I'm in another unusual place where maybe you haven't been before and you didn't know exists. This is what we refer to as the Brothers Chapel, and it's just up the passage from my office. And during the old days when we had many brothers living here, this is the side of the school they lived in, and their dining room and their personal space. And this little chapel is the chapel that they used to use for their masses and all their spiritual time together. So lovely space. I come in here regularly, and it's a beautiful old space. So we love it. But why I'm here is that this Sunday is Palm Sunday, and it's in build up to next Friday's Easter Friday, and a very significant day on the Christian calendar. So I thought we'd be here to be mindful of that celebration that we are looking forward to. Um, last week this last week was quite a busy one. We had some visitors from overseas linked to our network of schools, and we go under a couple of banners: Christian Brothers College and Christian Brothers Association. But with the decline in Christian Brothers around the world, we are referring to more of our schools as Edmund Rice networks of schools. So we had some visitors from around the world, some Australians and other African countries who came and visited us to have a look how we do things in comparison to what they do, and had a lovely few days with us. They attended the High School Honours and Colours Assembly, and that was another wonderful event, and thank you to all the high school staff and parents and children who were there. They were great ambassadors for our school, and they attended that, very impressed, and they loved Kimberley. So thank you to everybody who we could show off our school, and we're really proud of what we do and achieve. Then the grade 4s and 5s have a maths extravaganza coming up this week, and on Saturday, tomorrow morning, and there's a really large group have shown interest in it, and that's so exciting because it's a way to develop passion and enthusiasm for maths, show them a different field of application of mathematics, and it's not just something you do in a classroom and on a piece of paper and add A's and B's. It's got to do with many other areas and how we apply it. So it's going to be a fun morning in the McManus Hall, and they're looking forward to that. Then the ECD are having a really nice week next week. They have got it's Earth Day coming up, and they're going to celebrate that by having a Earth Day hat day. So they're going to wear special hats that signify the world and to celebrate Earth Day, and that's on Monday. So we look forward to seeing what they appear in. And then they also have an African Day tea morning coming up. And if you would like to attend that, ECD parents, please make sure you book tickets on it. If you don't book a ticket, then you can't just pitch on the day. And they need to know how many people to cater for. So if you do, in the Wizard does give us a guideline as to how you'd go about booking that tea, for that tea, and we'd love to have you join us, and your children will be excited to have you there as well. And then next week, it's only a 4-day week because of the public holidays and our little half-term break coming up. But we've got a visit from a team of school evaluators, independent school evaluators from the Independent Schools Association. And they come in to make sure that independent schools are upholding standards and doing things well. And you might recall that we had a survey done a couple of weeks ago where you were asked some information about the school, and that was for their purpose, to see what sort of feedback we're getting. So they're going to be here for 3 days next week, and we're looking forward to having them with us as well. They refer to Oisisa. So if you hear anybody saying we have an Oisisa visit, you'll know what they mean. And I'm sure they're going to be equally impressed with what we're doing and the standards we're upholding at CBC Kimberley. Then you might have noticed, some of you, that this morning we had put a new speed hump in Henderson Road. So there's been one for a long time, sort of outside the boarding house, the Memorial Road side of Henderson, to just control traffic and get cars to slow down. That's also a bit of a pedestrian crossing there. But we found that there was quite a lot of speeding going on, not necessarily during pick-up and drop-off time. There's a lot of traffic and you can't go quickly, but at other times when the road as well is both ways, and then cars are coming from the other side of the road and speeding, and that people are looking one way and crossing, so we're trying to just slow the traffic down. So there's a new speed hump, and that is sort of just as you come out of the main gates and start going towards Carrington roadside, there's a speed hump there, and we're getting it nicely painted so it's clear and nobody damages their car or anything there. So thank you for observing the speed limits there, and safety of our children is paramount. Well, it's been a fantastic week. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed your week as well, and have a lovely weekend. Weather seems to be a bit drier at the moment, fortunately. We've had so much rain, but it's been great for the fields and everything's looking great. So enjoy your weekend, and then there's a couple of days next week, and then normal school happening. So please make sure the children are here. And then Thursday is a normal school day, finishing at normal time at 2 o'clock for the high school, and the kids can go home then as a normal school day. And then we have a 2-week break over the Easter and the Freedom Day and the Wilderklaver weekend as well. Thank you. Have a lovely weekend.